Hi, this is Rick from DreamSideOut. I decided to make a video this evening. I'm walking down a trail here in a town called Snohomish, Washington. It's another one of those cool little towns that if you come out this way sometime, you gotta come through here. It's one of those just quaint little towns that they've kept the buildings kind of intact the way they were 100 years ago, and just got a kind of a cool character to it. And it's right by this lazy river, the Snohomish River, that's running down from the Cascade Mountains way up there out to the Puget Sound. Well, this video tonight is about checking in, really is what it is. I'm checking in after, I'm going into my third month now of living full-time in the van, so I just wanted to let you know what it's like for me so far. Now, you may have heard all the stories from other folks. I'm sure everybody has their stories, but I'm going to try to be transparent and honest and let you know what the heck it's like for me so far. Just the short time I've been doing it, 2 months, it's been quite amazing in a number of ways. Let's see if I can categorize those ways exactly. One, it hasn't been easy. It's been kind of hard. But I think that I can safely say that just because it's hard doesn't mean it's not good. And I'm seeing clearly that in contrast to my former lifestyle, things that are easy are not necessarily good. Like for instance, one of the things that's hard about living in the van is that the time management. I think I sort of mentioned this before. I'm still in an adjustment stage here. And I've heard others say that it takes a couple months, maybe 3 or 4 months to kind of acclimatize to it. And I think I'm just still in the adjustment stage. But the thing I'm struggling with the most is time management. Like, when I got off work, when I was living in the apartment, I would, I had a pattern all set out for myself. You get off work, you jump in your car, you jump into the rat race of traffic, you travel back to the apartment, and after an hour or more of, freeway traffic, you kick back in an easy chair in your apartment, doze off maybe, and do ridiculously non-productive things until you finally pull yourself into your bed and go to bed for the night, and then you start all over again the next day. Well, that's the part of the day that has changed for me. The part right after work where I used to get off work. Now I walk out to my car, or my van, I should say, and guess what? In less than 2 minutes, I'm actually home. I'm home when I'm in my van. And the question is, now what am I going to do? It's not like I can just kick back in the easy chair in the van in my work parking lot like I did at home. It's different. I have to figure out what to do with the evening, and I have to plan the use of that time. This is an interesting thing about freedom. It's one of those things that once you get it, you wonder, okay, now how do I handle this? How do I handle the freedom? I have like 3 or almost 4 hours in the afternoon now of extra freedom that I did not have before. So now I have to figure out something to do. So what I've been doing a lot of is I just kind of drive around a little bit and kind of explore some new area. Now, that may not be practical in the long run. I'm going to use up gas and stuff, but what I want to do is eventually try to get myself into a more disciplined schedule where I'm devoting time to my creative pursuits, and this would give me more time. But it's kind of weird, once you get freedom, once you get something handed to you, or I guess it was handed to me. When I moved into this van, suddenly I had more time freed up. I'm gonna turn around here on this trail, and so I wander out to little towns that are close around where I work. Maybe this was just about a 30-minute drive, not that much, and I would never have come out here. I'm finding this is another cool little town. Again, it's a town that I've gone through and passed by on the way to hiking in the mountains or going on some trip up by the mountains, but you just stop here maybe for a cup of coffee or something. But this is kind of a cool place, and I'm walking around and kind of engaging in it more. So that's one of the good things about it, but it's also hard to adjust to a a day of having to plan what to do each evening with my time. I know that sounds weird. Maybe you think I'm completely weird for saying that, but think about it. I mean, most of us live by these patterns, and I think I'm consciously trying to resist the pattern. That may be one of the reasons I was attracted to this lifestyle, is because I needed to break out of certain patterns. One, of course, being the paying the rent routine. But this really does jog you out of those patterns. It really does. It's not easy, though. I'm finding that it's just kind of difficult in that way, in the time management way. I do find that when I find a nice place like this, there's a certain satisfaction about it that I didn't have before. Now again, over time, I don't know how long this is going to last. Maybe I will settle into a more standard routine day to day. But I don't know. I have my routine places that I park each night. But I don't want to get off work and go find my parking spot and then just sit there until the sun goes down. Because the place I park, places you boondock in a van or stealth camp, are very boring places, and you want them to be. You want them to be boring. That's part of why it works, because you have these places where you blend in, you're not bothering anybody, you can just park there. But it's not really a place you want to hang out all the time. There are places that work for parking and sleeping, and then you're out of there the next morning. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm finding. It's just a kind of a challenge in that way. Okay, here you go, folks. There's some people coming, and I'm going to keep talking to myself, even though I'm self-conscious. So I'm going to talk into the camera, even though there's people walking by me. I'm going to do it anyway. There, I did it. See, they're wondering what the hell that guy is doing. So this is part of the thing I got to get over. I just did that to push myself through it. So anyhow, there you go. See, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Okay. Anyway, there's something. That's just some stuff I had to tell you tonight. That's just checking in. It's a check-in video. I know that I have lots of questions from the viewers on things about the van, and that's another thing I'm adjusting to. The hard thing about doing YouTube videos, I'm in a learning curve on this. I hope you all will be patient with me. I really do appreciate the support and the comments and the views that I've been getting. I'm a little bit overwhelmed that I have the amount that I do right now, but and it's kind of putting some pressure on me to improve the content, improve the quality of the video. So I'm going to try to do that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Thank you.